Saeed Ibrahim. He says, the U.S. has announced almost $1 billion in aid to Somalia, despite rampant corruption and deteriorating security. In contrast, Somaliland has been peaceful and democratic for 27 years. Why hasn't the U.S. engaged Somaliland in a more meaningful way?
Yeah, the Somaliland question comes up constantly when I speak or when I do these programs. Here's the thing. Somaliland does have a legal argument it makes. Of course, that has to be treated in the appropriate fora. And the United States, normally when it comes to recognizing states in Africa, will consult with the African Union. And the integrity of the state of Somalia is an important precept for the African Union. So the United States of America is dealing with the government in Mogadishu. We are doing our best to strengthen that government, both in its economic development, but also in the security environment. So for the time being, U.S. policy is to deal with Mogadishu, to work with the government in Mogadishu to strengthen that part of the Horn of Africa.
Question now on the topic of counterterrorism, applicable, I think, to many places on the continent. A question comes from Agence Cameroun Presse, and they ask, which topics can, according to you, can be put on the table to convince terrorists to give up their weapons and return to their better selves?
Well, that is a phenomenal question. It's an extremely complex question, and we can talk about that for days. But I'll give it my best shot to do it as quickly as possible. Terrorism, as we know, has many causes. Full stop. And I'm not going to go into all of those. But in combating terrorism, there are several different elements, as say we're seeing in the Sahel right now. Of course, there are the radicalized terrorists who are committing all types of mayhem, and the immediate goal is to return peace and stability and get rid of the terrorists. That's the immediate goal, and we do that with our engagement with partner governments, cooperation